they are important not because they produce a lot of oil, but because they maintain a surplus capacity that they can turn on and turn off to adjust to the market's needs. In other words, they're something of the central bank of energy, and they use that to help stabilize markets. And they do that not because they particularly like us, but because it's in their own interest to do so. They want oil to remain a major part of the global energy mix for a long time. They have a lot of oil, they want it to be used. They understand that very high oil prices or very unstable oil prices make oil unattractive. If the oil price gets too high, everybody wants to get an electric car, or they go and put the third layer of insulation in their attic, or they start drilling for oil in the Arctic. So if oil gets too expensive, that's bad news for them. So they don't really want it to get too high. In that sense, they differ from a lot of the OPEC members who have much more limited reserves and want the highest price and make as much money as fast as they can. And that's not really been the Saudi model. So with this idea in mind, they maintain most of the time, about 2 million barrels of surplus capacity a day. 2 million barrels a day of surplus capacity. And that is something that no other country and no other oil company would do because it costs a lot of money. It is a political decision, not a commercial decision. If Exxon did that, their stockholders would be very unhappy. But the Saudis maintain this buffer, and they use it. They use it if there's a hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico, if there's a strike in Venezuela, and quite frankly, they use it when the United States decides to put sanctions on somebody. If the United States decides to tell Iran that you're not going to sell any more oil,